You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
Last Night's Coffee is back with a real episode. We're not on vacation this week. It's episode number 139, and we are live bringing you eclipse coverage. I am Chuck. That is Jon, the universe's totality youngest Gen Xer.
Yeah, amen to that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. What an honor to be named the totality of youngest Gen Xers.
Yes, you are the youngest Gen Xer. We are filming. The eclipse has not started yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it started on the Pacific coast of Mexico about, I don't know, like an hour ago.
Yeah. So we are ready, and we are. I got to get this thing off. Good night. There I am. Ooh,
I was wondering how long you were going to be able to keep it on.
It got hot in there.
That was hilarious.
You know, welding is fun.
Yeah.
Huh? Welding is.
If these people aren't watching us on YouTube or on Spotify, because we do post the videos on Spotify as well, Chugger was doing that whole intro in a welding helmet.
In a welding helmet.
And it was fabulous.
So, if you don't know, today is the last day of Earth.
According to some.
According to some. Now, the book I've been reading, it don't end like that, but, you know.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that, that it don't end like that.
That's true.
I find it funny how everybody thinks that this is it.
Yeah. They swear this is it.
And what it is so baby millennials, such as yourself, middle-aged millennials.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, if we do the math, you're really a middle millennial.
Yeah, I'm for sure a millennial.
You have many Gen X tendencies, and we have welcomed you into the fold.
Thank you.
But I've got
so
my
gracious.
headphones way too hot. So we've been through Y2K.
Yeah.
We've been through the Aztec calendar.
Yeah, Mayan, the end of
Mayan
the Mayan
calendar. Well, the Aztecs had one too. It's less popular. That was 2002. Nobody knows about that one.
Oh,
there wasn't as many Aztecs.
no.
We've been through, let's see, Y2K. We've been through all these swine flus and things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We've been through, January 6th.
Yep.
We've made it through all this,
right? You got to mention the pandemic
and
specific.
the pandemic. We've survived all this. Now these Gen Zers, the elder Gen Zers, I think they're just now coming into this, and they're not sure what to do. This is their first big one.
Yeah. This total solar eclipse is doing it for them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're a little scared. They're a little scared. I've never seen so much panic over an eclipse. We've had eclipses before. We've had one eclipse, I think,
2017.
Yeah, right before we started doing the show, we had an eclipse, and we survived.
Yeah.
Now, there is some concern that they are firing CERN up today.
Okay.
On the eclipse day. Now,
they're firing it up again. They're going to see what they can make.
Yeah. They have discovered a ghost of CERN.
What?
They've got some kind of energy that's in there moving particles around. And when they scan it and they show you the scan of what it looks like, it's an infinity loop.
What? When did you read? This is not something off of TikTok, is it?
Popular Mechanics put an article out about it.
No. So these are not like the TikTok detectives. This is real deal.
I found it on TikTok, but I went and verified. TikTok and verify. That's my motto. TikTok and verify.
That's really weird because they have made particles there. They've made the Higgs boson particle was just a theorized particle before we had CERN.
Yeah.
We literally made something new over there. So that's weird and concerning. And they're going to fire it up today.
Yeah, they probably already fired that thing up. A lot of people think
all of these, even with all this strange energy moving.
I reckon. I mean, why not? I mean, yeah. Look. It's like I said before. I've read a book. I've seen it in there. I've seen that ending, and that's the ending I'm kind of going with. And when these people are like, "Well, this is going to happen, and it's going to, open a portal or whatever," they've been watching way too much Stranger Things.
Sure.
But I mean, like it's the same way. Oh, have we survived an asteroid? We've probably survived an asteroid attack. In our generation. No,
nothing that's really come that close. No, we saw Halley's Comet.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in the 90s? Big deal.
I was just thinking about that song. I can't remember the words.
Okay.
Man, how was vacation?
Vacation?
Oh, I know what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Let's finish that up.
So it's like if an asteroid was to hit the Earth and it was like one of these planet-destroying asteroids. I'm talking about, what's that thing that Joe Rogan's always talking about that killed the dinosaurs?
The Younger Dryas impact theory?
Yes, Younger Dryas.
Reset of civilizations?
Right. Like if it's like that or worse, I'm like, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Because we are all truly equal at that time.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it
equally,
really. Yeah, we all get kind of chopped down. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like that stuff don't scare me.
What?
Like stuff like that total annihilation of the planet does not scare me.
So the only time it scares me is when it comes to space. And you asked about vacation. While we were down there, we got some rain on Wednesday, and so Thursday morning, early, I woke up about 4:30 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep. I got up and I was outside. I looked up and the wind had come through and it was completely clear. And you know how the sky is at the beach anyway. It's so nice to be able to look up at the stars. I saw a shooting star within like 2 minutes of looking up. I was able to see a shooting star, which was always cool. But then I started to get this super duper feeling of how small I actually am.
Yeah.
And it got a little overwhelming for a second.
No mushrooms involved?
No mushrooms, no substances whatsoever. Maybe sleep deprivation.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah. I mean, I was up super early and just went out and was looking up at the stars. I didn't want to make any noise inside and just kind of wanted to be able to do my own thing. And I happened to step outside and look up, and it was so clear that I just chilled for a little bit. And have you ever done that? Have you ever gotten that feeling of how absolutely small we are?
Yes. I think I've talked about it on the show before when we were going to Gatlinburg one time. And it was really clear, moonless night. And as we crossed the mountain, we could see, the Milky Way real good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And those spiral shaped galaxies, right? You know how we think galaxies are spiral shaped. We're pretty sure. So when we look out and see the Milky Way, what we're seeing is an arm of that galaxy shape.
Yeah, it's like
because
those
we
birds.
are in the Milky Way galaxy. So that's just
Yeah.
that's one of the arms of the galaxy that we can kind of see out there. We're pretty sure.
Well, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. I always wondered like how we can observe the Milky Way galaxy when we're in it. Like how? What are you talking about?
Okay.
And so I had to figure
Well,
it out. We're just looking at one of the arms of the spiral.
right. I was in a hurricane one time
Hmm.
on the interstate, and I mean, I wasn't like in the hurricane per se,
Hmm.
but we would we would drive and we would see the cloud and we'd see the rain, and then it'd come out of it. So it was kind of like that arm effect that you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you
Same.
would see.
Hurricanes are the same shape.
Yeah. Yeah. That's weird, right?
It's odd.
You know, one of the worst parts about being on vacation as a night shifter is not knowing how to sleep.
Oh yeah, I was messed up. There was one time I was like, I think it was why I woke up at 4. Like I tried to take like a little nap, and it turned
Yeah.
into like almost a whole sleep session. You
No,
know what I'm
you
saying?
can't.
Like it almost
You
turned into a
cannot
whole
nap.
sleep for me. Yeah. And so like it was on the rainy day. And
Yeah.
so like it just didn't work out. And so when I went to sleep that night, I only slept for like a few hours. That was more like a nap.
So if you nap on vacation, you have to have a goal of getting up to eat.
Ah. Ah.
That you know what I'm saying? Like you come in
Yeah.
the afternoon off the beach,
Yeah.
you take a nap, but you got to okay, we got to go eat and do stuff afterwards.
Yeah, this is dinner. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you cannot be like you cannot
Indefinitely
do
nap.
you cannot indefinitely nap. You have to have a nap goal.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Structured nap.
It's a structured nap. It's kind of like when you were in preschool.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you take
Yeah.
your nap and the parents come.
Right, right.
I was
That's
never good at that when I was in daycare. The nap part, I hated it.
yeah, I was never
I,
good at napping either.
I'm not a nap. I probably take 6 naps a year.
Yeah, me too.
Now my dad, he will nap. He is a napping pro. So is Mary Beth. They are good nappers.
How long are their naps? Because my wife's a great napper too, but I just want to know in comparison, how long
Dad's a
are
master of the power nap.
so he's like a 15-minute guy?
He can go 15 to 30 minutes, and he's like a new person.
Wow.
Yeah. Mary Beth is she's a 2 hour to 2 hour napper, and
Yeah.
she's mean the rest of the day.
Yep, that's my wife. All right, so the women's are about the same.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I don't know, man.
You got what you wanted. You wanted a nap, and now you're mad.
Well, that's why I always tell you, like, I don't want to sleep at lunch because I come back mad as a hornet.
I know.
If I take a little nap at lunchtime, dude, it's over for the rest. I'm pissed the rest of the night.
I can
So,
tell when you've come back when you've had a nap at lunch
or when I
because you're
dozed
like,
off on accident or something.
we're like, oh, John had a nap. All right, now it's time to just start talking.
Piss him off even more, right?
Hey man, what do you think about this?
Yeah,
Uh,
come Duncan Trussell me.
yeah.
Uh,
So I I didn't
how
have
was
much
your
going.
week, man? I haven't talked. I barely talked to you all week.
It was
There's a
busy.
few more highlights from the vacation I'll sprinkle throughout, but I
Yeah,
want to know how was your week, man?
it was busy. I can't remember what I did. I worked.
Yeah, just went to work.
Yeah, I worked. I worked on my truck. I worked on. I took the cover off my pool.
Oh wow, you guys are opening it up, huh?
We're working on it. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate I hate that thing.
yeah.
You
Probably
know,
this time of year is the worst time of year for it too.
I took the cover off a week too early,
Mm.
and you know all them little things that were coming off the oak trees,
Yeah.
them little space worms.
Yep.
It's like a space worm collector. It collects them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
and the Leaf Catcher 5000 deck I got out here
Yeah.
covered, freaking covered.
Yeah. But that's an awesome deck you got.
I mean, if you can't enjoy a man's deck, what can you enjoy?
I'm glad you can enjoy your own deck. You're
I
doing the
mean,
podcast from there right now, right?
yeah, I'm on the screened in portion. I'm protected.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I decided to be, in where I've got, I don't want the space lasers to get me during the eclipse. And
I wonder if they are doing if the Chinese space lasers are going on right now. They happen right before the Lanai fires, the wildfires over
yeah,
there in Hawaii. So
I hope they're kind of dumb because my roof's not exactly blue, but it does have some bluish hue in it because it's got gray. So there's always gray and blue, or blue and gray. So
yeah.
hopefully they're not very distinctive on that.
Well, I gotta imagine a lot of it's AI driven, so you might be able to coax the AI.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a sign up.
Dude,
Say
how about
blue,
my AI generated images?
dude. So I like it. We need to tweak it.
Yeah, I used up all my free.
Oh, you used up
Um,
all your free. Did you
yeah,
tell
those
him?
were my free spins.
Did you tell it cartoon like?
No.
Okay, so if you tell it cartoon like, it'll make it a little bit more cartoon like.
Okay. Yeah, the demons were a little bit. The demons were a little bit awkward. So,
Yeah,
I downloaded an AI generator today, and I plugged in Jimmy Carter Demon Slayer pretty much,
yeah,
and just saw what happened. And it's pretty cool, the images I got through. I'll put them up right around here,
yep.
and yeah,
You're gonna crop them,
check those
right?
out. Huh?
You're gonna crop them a little bit.
Yeah, I'll crop them a little bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were they were interesting.
They were interesting. I found it kind of funny because I was listening to another podcast last night before I even, or after I had sent you that suggestion,
Hmm.
and they were doing the same thing with their Give Chippy the Bit. Um, you've got some podcasts to go back and listen to.
I guess so.
And they couldn't get it to do celebrities or people with Down syndrome.
Dude, the AI does not like the DS.
They do not like the DS community
You're not being inclusive at all.
at all.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, they
So
couldn't get it to
AI
do.
hates DS.
I guess so. And I was thinking that like when I heard that, I'm like, well, he ain't gonna be able to get it to do um, Jimmy Carter because Jimmy Carter's somewhat of a celebrity.
It clearly did Jimmy Carter
I mean, that's Jimmy Carter all day long, dude.
all day. I was so happy with how well with how well the AI did Jimmy Carter himself.
Yeah, but I did pitch it to a friend of mine uh, that draws, so I'm gonna see if he comes up with anything.
What did he
And
say?
well, he laughed for about a good 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we need to work in that Jimmy's a peanut farmer. I think that needs to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
part of
you
it.
got to have the peanuts in the hand. It's got to be peanuts pulled from the ground, so you've got the
Yeah.
little tassel on top, and he's
Yeah.
squeezing them so hard. This is just,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Pressing the peanut oil out to
yes,
use as holy oil.
to kill demons.
Yeah. Hmm. That needs to be it. Like there's so much detail to it. I don't know if the AI would even take that many keywords.
You have to keep prompting it, is what they were saying.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay.
like they
Like
did with
build
the
upon
rabbit.
your image.
Yeah, like they kept doing with the psychedelic rabbit. More psychedelic, more psychedelic.
Right, right, right. So the way I was using it, and maybe I'm sure there's more softwares, and I'll get more a little more familiar with it as I go along. But like you type in a bunch of keywords, your image that you want basically, and then you can tell it to remove things like you can add like negativity to it. So basically, you could be like, um, with the demons, I could say less fire, you know,
Oh,
or like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
basically adding some like take away some things from
yeah.
this. You know what I
More
mean?
fire. No, it's like got to be Memphis burning in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, but those images were really cool, man. I thought it was awesome. And so we have not talked at all really about these show notes. We've got to get rolling here,
Dude,
man.
we got to roll through this. Okay, so I had a false memory and I figured it out. Kurt Cobain's 30th anniversary of his passing was this past Friday.
Yep.
I believe it was Friday. Yeah. So I thought I remembered finding out about that in ninth grade in the gym before school.
Okay.
However, I was in eighth grade when it happened.
You were in eighth grade. Now, so you found out that like that morning.
Yeah, I would have found out at school.
Wow. I didn't find out until I got home.
But the memory, I think what the memory, so in ninth grade, that conversation that would involve the passing of Kurt Cobain,
Uh-huh.
would have had to do with Foo Fighters fixing to release their album, or the project of the Foo Fighters when I was in ninth grade
Mm-hmm.
had started, and he was working on the album, and that's how I blended those two memories.
I see. I see. So you had a false memory.
It combined memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, so that's weird. All right, next up, where do people in Panama City Beach go for spring break? Easy, Gatlinburg.
Really?
I think so. I think they go to the mountains.
I was just curious, man. We were
Are we talking
visiting
about the
Panama
kids
City.
or the adults?
No, I mean just yeah, sure, the kids, like the spring breakers. Where would they go?
Okay, spring break.
Because they don't want to go where they go every day.
They probably go to um maybe Miami.
So they just go to a different beach.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or think about this, John.
Okay.
Say you want to back in the La Vila days, and you
Mhm.
want to party with thousands, right?
Yeah.
And you live in Panama City.
Yeah.
Why go somewhere else?
Well, that's what I was curious about. Like, do they go anywhere? Do they just I mean, they have the spring break destination right
I
there.
mean, you see it in teen movies all the time where the local dude, the chicks love him.
That's true. That's true.
So,
I was just curious, man. We had a great time. And, we didn't stay in Panama City. We stopped there on the way home.
mhm.
And dude, I got to go to this awesome Native American museum. I sent you some of those pictures.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go there when I go in October.
Yeah, that place was a little more of a gift shop than it was anything else. But the
Yeah,
man who owns it and runs it, his name is Ben. I made quick friends with Ben, and he gave me the rundown on Florida's history. So
that's
um,
awesome.
I highly recommend anyone who's going to Panama City. It's in Panama City, not Panama City Beach, but it's called Native Spirit Museum and Gallery is what it's called.
Cool.
And he does a lot of like recreating Native American art. His friend does like a lot of recreation of Native American weaponry.
Nice.
Like he does all kinds of
Did
pottery.
did he have that stick that you made?
He had the one war club that was similar, like the
Oh,
ball head war club.
yeah.
He didn't have a red stick war club
Did
like
you
that.
whip out a picture and be like, "I made this"?
I didn't. He was more interested of. I had pictures from the Etowah Mounds when I
Oh, okay.
visited there, the museum there, and he wanted to see some of the pictures because I was like, yeah, I've got pictures of the breastplates and all. Like they had copper breastplates
Yeah.
buried in those mounds.
Where did they get
And
copper?
bingo, bango,
Copper's not native around here.
bingo.
Hmm.
Bingo. That's why I had to pull it out and talk to him about it because he was like, "You have pictures of it?" Because all of that stuff has been taken out now. And one of the big discrepancies, there's this thing called the Native American Repatriation Act, I believe it's called.
Yeah, they're sending the stuff back.
Right. The tribes are able to come in there and take back what is theirs, allegedly, and do with it whatever they want. And so my concern, I've got a few concerns about that. Like, how do we know that's from that tribe, right? Because you and I both hear so much about Cherokee, the Cherokee tribe. They
Mm-hmm.
were not even in Georgia until the white men landed in North America and pushed them out of New England and down south. The Cherokee were always native to the northern part of. So there's so many discrepancies in the peoples and the tribes and the this and the that. And like you said, those people, when we got here, they didn't have copper. So it's almost like the people who were buried in these mounds were not even them. It's like they were a different peoples, almost a different culture.
Yeah, that's strange.
So I have
Um,
issues with all that because I don't know that they're going back to the right people, first of all. And like, what are they doing with it and all that stuff? I don't know. It gets weird, man.
it does get weird.
I don't know how I got on that rant. I'm sorry.
I know we're supposed to be talking about the conjoined twins getting married.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, man. I had
look,
such a good time with Ben
I
at Native
know, I
Spirit
know, I know.
Museum and Gallery.
Y'all
It was
lost a
great.
tooth down there and everything.
Uh, Dude, my kid lost 2 teeth.
Oh,
My kid lost 2 teeth in like an hour.
does the tooth fairy come on vacation?
Had to, bro.
Okay, I was just wondering, was she worried that the tooth fairy
She
wasn't
was
gonna find
not
her on
worried.
vacation?
No, we
Okay,
reassured her. We
okay,
were
good.
reassuring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would have been for about an hour, I would have had her bawling. I'd be like, "No, man, tooth fairy don't do vacation. This
Tooth
is the
fairy
Florida,
don't do no
this is the
vacation.
Florida tooth fairy, and you're a Georgia person, so there may be some problems."
Oh my gosh. I should have put like some gator tail or something up underneath
Yeah,
her.
yeah, left a rock, a seashell.
Yeah. Yeah. Grouper throat.
Yeah, did you eat grouper throat? No,
I didn't eat it, man. I got some fresh mahi mahi instead.
that's good too.
Yeah.
All right, so on the conjoined twins, we're not going to go into the bedroom stuff because everybody else has been hitting on that. You
Okay.
know,
Okay. Where are we gonna go with it?
we're going to talk about the husband.
Oh.
Why, dude? Why? There are billions of women out there with one head,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you go and pick one, and this dude's already been married once or got a kid or something, so he's he's not into chicks, normal chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like it's not like a weird thing where he goes and finds conjoined twins. Um, but
What if that was a fetish, like a legit fetish?
dude, that'd be like one of the toughest ones in the world.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. He definitely, if he's into normal chicks too.
Right. But dude, so now you've got conjoined twins. You're married to one of them legally,
Yeah,
but you got your sister-in-law hanging around all the time. Literally hanging around all the time. Okay. Now, I my, I like my sister-in-law,
hmm.
but could you imagine having your sister-in-law around everywhere,
Uh-uh.
everything you do?
Uh-uh.
And you've got 20 sister-in-laws. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just pick one of them, pick the one that annoys you the least, and have that one with you all the time.
Ugh. No, I didn't
And you're
marry
over
her.
there, huh?
I didn't marry her. I don't want her around all the
But
time.
she's with you. She don't. There's no choice.
Yeah, I know.
There's no
Oh, this
choice.
guy's a
You,
freak.
huh?
That's why this guy's the freak.
Yeah,
Like,
she. Yeah, the
people will
girls
look
are
at the
normal.
conjoined twins
They're
and be like, "Oh, no, no,
yeah.
this guy's the freak."
The girls are living their normal life.
They're doing the best they can do.
Yeah, but he's over here like, I like that. So now he could be. Look, he could be in total agreement with something with his wife,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then the other one is over here like, no, that ain't how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's having to argue with the other head.
Hmm.
They're both arguing with the other head.
Yeah. Gosh.
I mean,
Do you, man, have you and Paul ever gotten into a fist fight?
yeah.
What if they get into sibling fistfights?
They just now my neck will be hurting later, and I'll be like, why's my neck hurt?
Because you were imitating conjoined twins.
That's all I got to say about it, really.
Well, I was just wondering, like, all right, I know we said we're not going to talk about the bedroom. I get it. That's fine. We don't have to talk about like what's actually going down in the. It's just, what if the other one doesn't want to?
Too bad, so sad, man.
What if she just starts eating like a bunch of boiled eggs and garlic? An onion?
Well, you know. She's just over there. Like, what if she decides that she's depressed and she's just going to start eating and her side gets fat?
Oh. 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 Oh, man. One of them gets addicted to gambling or something.
There's some other questions out there. Are they 1 vote or 2 votes?
Well, they're 2 social security numbers, so that's 2 votes.
Okay. 2 driver's license, but they only get 1 paycheck.
They have to get the same job, huh?
They're 5th grade teachers.
In the same classroom?
No.
Do they bounce back and forth?
No,
like, I'm saying, like, does the bell ring and they run to another classroom and they run back and then they run back?
You know what? They said that one does the teaching and the other one monitors the class.
You gotta feel like the failure of the 2 if you're just watching.
Could you imagine? Okay, you just moved to a town. And you don't know. And you walk into open house. And I'm like, it's my girl, Cheyenne and Sierra or Charlie. Yeah. And it's me that has to walk into that classroom. And I walk in and go, oh.
The questions you will have.
So, yeah. That's what time I'm probably gonna be like, Mary Beth, you handle this.
What if their menstrual cycles like never?
No, that. Up? Well,
would they? Because they have 2 separate nervous systems and stuff. I know they share one reproductive system though, so I don't know how that works.
I don't know the math on that one. That math ain't mathin'.
It's a little much. But anyway, I was just
okay.
Yeah, we had to talk about that. I'm pretty sure I got to reading, and that they actually got married a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, it was like 2001, 2021.
Yeah, it's just not been reported on, I guess, until now.
Yep.
I don't know. It's very odd.
Since our last podcast, there was a container ship ran into a bridge in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Luckily, a lot of people got off the bridge. There was a few that didn't, and that's sad. They were construction workers.
Yeah.
But we say all that to say this: Baltimore wins the World Series.
For sure, man. My money's on Baltimore now.
Yeah, go put your money on Baltimore. It's the national.
Bet the house.
Huh?
Bet the house.
Bet the house. I mean, it's that national tragedy syndrome that kicks in.
It happens, man. I don't know what it is. The whole city's going to rally behind the team, and it does something. It energizes the people.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, definitely. It was a really sad thing, man. That bridge came down a little too fast, in my opinion, brother.
Dude, it come down.
It came down a little too fast.
Down.
I mean, I at the first time I watched it, it was absolute destruction. I was just in amazement from the destruction, and then I watched it back again right after. And the second time is when I noticed those construction workers' headlights or whatever just go into the river, and then it got really sad, and I haven't been able to watch it again.
Oh, I feel bad now because I've watched it like 30 times.
No, only twice for me, man.
Okay. Well, we're going to take an ad break, and then we're going to have a special guest on for a minute. And yeah, we're rolling through the show. We got things to do, places to go, people to see.
That's right.
So we'll be right back. All right. Well, we got Charlie on. We're back from the ad break. We got Charlie on for a quick Oxenford Racing update.
Yeah.
And there's an airplane.
And there's an airplane, of course. We always got to have an airplane. Charlie, I am super excited, dude. Tell us what update you have for us, man.
This Saturday, which would be April 13th, is the first race of the season. The first race with the new car.
Heck yeah, man. And that's going to be at Sonoya Raceway?
Hey.
Oh, right on, dude. I am so stoked for you, dude. So my first question off the rip for you, I got a question for you real quick, man. In comparison to what you've raced before, which was the Hot Rod Series, right? Or Hot Shot Series. I'm sorry. Hot Shot Series. Starting that and starting this, what's your excitement level? What's your preparedness level? How do you feel going into this one compared to going into that one?
Well, the one time I did drive the car at practice, it's different. So I got to be more physically prepared because it's a bigger car and it takes a little bit more to drive.
Yeah, a little bit more strength to handle the steering and all.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have them starting at the back the first few races.
Yeah, good idea.
Learn to pass.
Yeah. When is there a qualifying? Are you going to run qualifying? Are you just going to stay out? Are you going to run some practice laps before the race? Like how does that all transpire? Because I'm so unfamiliar with racing. Can you kind of break that down for me? Like, do you guys get there super early and get some practice laps day of? Is it day before? How does that work?
Well, this week they're having an open practice the Friday before, but so on race night they'll have a hot lap qualifying. That's your practice and your qualifying right there. So
okay.
I'm do that, and wherever I qualify, I'm gonna just go start in the back of the way.
So they'll go based off lap time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how many laps do you get? Just one?
3?
I think it's 3 or 4.
You get 3 or 4, and they take best time out of everybody's best time, and then that's how they place the drivers when it comes to start. Okay, and so when you say, Chucker, when you say you want them to start, you guys are going to have them starting towards the back. Does that mean that you're going to purposefully run slower times during that qualifying, or can you say, hey, don't worry about my times, put me at the back?
Yeah, we'll just tell them when we go to sign up for night that we're starting at the back.
Okay, that's interesting, man. I've always wondered how that transpires, especially for these local races, because I know it's hard for that racetrack to even support itself. You know what I mean? At times for it to support itself, it can be difficult. And so for those racers, I didn't know what kind of time they had on the track because it does take maintenance every time them boys get out there. So
yeah, they have to do quite a bit of track prep. So you don't get near as much practice, plus with the cost of racing, tires, engines, and all that, a lot of people aren't wanting to get that many laps in. So, you go in there and it's just you run your hot laps, you see what you got, and hope you got enough.
Yeah. And one thing I've always found kind of interesting about these local races is like you have a start time, right? Like there's a time to get there. You don't know when anything else is going to happen.
It don't mean nothing.
Yeah, like I remember when you first started getting into the hot shots and stuff, I would always ask Chuck, I'm like, what time is Charlie racing? And Chuck would be like, oh, like maybe this time, like it depends.
Yeah, so we're excited. Charlie's got a golf tournament today, as you can see by his attire.
Yeah. So when did you get into the golf team and how many tournaments have you played in? What's your career been so far with golf?
I got bored in like January and I signed up for golf. I've had like 4 tournaments.
You've been in 4 tournaments so far. This is your 5th tournament.
This will be my 5th tournament.
Wow. And how much experience before January have you had with golf?
I went to Top Golf one time. About it. Yeah, putt on vacation.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of mini golf and Top Golf, or a little bit of Top Golf and a lot of mini golf experience.
Yep.
Why golf? What made you choose golf? Where did that come from?
I don't really know. I just, like I said, got bored and it looked fun. So I signed up.
Nice. Yeah. Between football and racing and all that other stuff, you just didn't have enough. Didn't have enough. You're still getting bored.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you chose something rather than like a social media to pick up even more. You know what I mean? That's awesome. I commend you for that. That's rare in your generation.
You could have been like Sketch. What's up, brother?
Nope, I haven't seen it. It means nothing
What's
to me.
up, brother? What's up, brother?
I know. My wife was asking me about that. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. My wife was asking me about it on the drive home, and she was like, "You're supposed to know. TikTok says you're supposed to know."
That's because you're not a social person, not a social media person.
Right.
Dude, this dude is hilarious. Sketch is hilarious. I think he's got hypnotism.
Okay.
But he embraces it.
Don't we all?
He was good at football.
He was really good at football in high school, and now he's like this dude, and he's like, "What's up, brother? Special teams, special people, special plays."
That's awesome. I'm intrigued.
Makes diamonds.
You'll have to introduce that to me when I get back.
Don't worry, it won't be a problem because that's all that's on my timeline right now. I'm not for you page right
now. Now, Charlie, one question about your golf tournament today. Are you worried about the eclipse that is taking place during the tournament?
Not really. It'll be like night golf, which I played night golf before. So,
oh, those flip up? Look at you, dude. That's awesome. So you don't foresee that being a problem. Can you use like a fluorescent ball?
You can. I can't hit the golf ball straight anyway, so it shouldn't.
That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. I'm super excited for your race, man. That's a huge announcement for Oxenford Racing, man. Big deal. You should be super proud of yourself. Good luck this weekend, man. Good luck. I hope I can be there to cheer you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, huge deal.
It's gonna be a big weekend, so
big deal.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, Chucker, how are you feeling? I mean, you're kind of like team managers more than you seem to play the team manager role more than you play the father role, or do you just lead on like that? How's the dynamic for you?
Right now, the team manager's fine. The dad is very, very nervous.
Yeah.
It's it's a big car. It's a fast car. But everybody that's raced that's had any success has started somewhere. And he's not a rookie, but he's a rookie in this car. So.
Right. You obviously know he can handle it, or else you wouldn't have built the car.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be an okay wheel man. He listens. He's got he listens to people good. He don't listen to me all the time, but he does have some people he can talk to.
he spent some time in the water truck one day riding around with Bubba talking to him. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Oh, big deal. Bubba got his start in NASCAR, right?
yeah, Bubba ran a NASCAR race. So
Yeah. Charlie was out there yapping it up with him, getting some tips, huh?
yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I'm really excited for you, Charlie. Is Mama Bear smothering you too much? How's she doing?
Well,
She invited a whole freaking youth group from church.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, man. Hopefully you'll have a big cheering section then, dude.
no
That's
pressure.
awesome.
No pressure. Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure, dude. You got this. You got this, Charlie. I will say, yeah, I will say you seem to be very teachable. So that's one of the best traits you can have right there is being teachable. So I commend you for that as well, man. Congratulations and good luck to you.
Thank you.
I know you're still living your life every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be listening.
So now we're not going to be monetized.
Oh, what?
We're not going to be monetized.
It'll be all right.
This could have been a breakout show.
It could have been.
It could have been.
It could have been.
Oh, well.
And look, if sponsors want to not sponsor us because I played a silly song about a crazy topic, then that's on them.
Okay, so Diddy evidently was running an Epstein-style operation.
Evidently.
I think we're not really sure what's going on with Diddy, but
no.
Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka I can't dance, so I just throw out money.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he at?
Where's he
Have you
at,
seen
dude?
him?
That's the question. He made a social media post apparently, getting
Oh, really?
off of a jet.
Okay.
Kind of doing like a little jingle dance to Jay-Z. He made a social media post, allegedly.
Okay, so who all's going down with him?
Dude, there's a lot of names being implicated. I've heard. These are all rumors, but I've
Cuba?
heard some big names.
Cuba Gooding
Cuba?
Jr.?
Yeah.
Is Jay-Z going down?
I've heard it thrown out there.
Ooh, Beyonce.
That would have to include Beyonce at that
That
point.
would have to include the Carters.
Meek Mill, of course. He's
We've all
that
heard
guy's
that.
done for.
Have you heard the audio?
You are.
Yeah, y'all go look at that up on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible.
J-Lo's name has been thrown out there.
Jenny from the Block?
Jenny from the Block, dude. Now, what does it mean for Biggie?
Biggie's dead, dude. It don't mean
I
nothing
know.
for him.
I understand. What did it? You understand who brought P. Diddy onto the scene?
That'd be Biggie. Dude, what if he had, so we think that he had Tupac killed.
Of course, yeah.
What if he had Tupac and Biggie both killed because they said we ain't about that, dog?
Yeah, they wouldn't give up that thing.
Yeah. And go look up on TikTok if you get a chance. Just look up Cat Williams talking about it, about Diddy and what thing they were what he was wanting.
Yeah. I love the Cat Williams compilation videos that are out right now. I've received a couple of them and they're phenomenal. Like people editing up everything that Cat Williams has said and piecing it all together so that it makes sense. It's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, Diddy is no more. I think Diddy's career is over.
Yeah, he'll never step foot in America again.
No. No.
Yeah. I hope not. Anyway, I don't want to see him anymore. I mean, that's atrocious. If the allegations are true, or if they're even close to true, then this guy's a scumbag. So
The bad thing is the government's probably going after him not to get him, but to protect their people.
well, I've heard some allegations about that, right? Like
Yeah.
there's reasons why the FBI raided all of his mansions so quickly, so swiftly. Like it's I don't know. I mean, you can read a lot into that if you want to, I suppose.
Yeah. So, just so y'all know, we are still doing the conspiracy corner, but being that this show is kind of like some of the stuff we've hit on with the CERN ghost and the Diddy thing, there you go.
Yeah, and our whole show last week was pretty much.
And our whole show
dedicated to
last week was
conspiracy, so
one big conspiracy. So,
one thing
I
that's
wonder-
not a conspiracy though is Hammerin Hank Aaron's anniversary.
dude,
It's his
700.
50th anniversary of hitting.
Oh, I thought it was
715.
715 years since he hit that last home run.
Come on, man.
It's 50 years.
It's been 50 years. He hit that home run. He hit number 715 in 1974.
So my mom went to the game before it.
No.
Yeah, so he could have set the record or broke the game before he went to break the record.
Mhm.
She was at the game.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Is this the game?"
Yeah. Well, it was really early on in the season. Like he tried to sit out the first series of the season because it was an away series and he
Yeah.
wanted to break the record at home.
Yeah.
And Major League Baseball got all pissed off and made him play the first series against the Reds, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he just he hit one out against the Reds, but he did not want to break the record. I think he was 2 away or something like that, or 3 away. And so he didn't want to break the record there. So he hit one there and then kind of slumped for the rest of the series until they came back to Atlanta. And he really made it special. He really put Atlanta on the map, man.
So, yeah, so she was at the game when they come after that series and they come back to Atlanta.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And so he ended up, he bought car dealerships.
Mm-hmm.
He bought the car and he was involved in that. Like,
Oh yeah, he was at the dealerships and stuff.
yeah. So he would be over here at the running track about 2 miles from the house running in the mornings.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, because I know he did have he had a dealership in Griffin. He owned one in Union City for a little while.
Yep.
Everybody's always had positive things to say about the guy too.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah, huge
Congratulations.
moment. He put Atlanta on the map at that time, man. That was a big deal.
All right, John, are you ready for a meme?
I am. Send it on out.
It's been a while since you've had a good meme, ain't it?
It's been a little while, dude. I got 0 memes while I was on vacation, I'm pretty sure.
I did not send any memes. Oh, let's see. I've got a plethora. I think we're going to throw back to 2 weeks ago.
All right, send it on. Oh my gosh. You did send this to me when I was on vacation.
Oh, I
This is
did? Okay.
Yeah, this is the best meme. Fred also sent it to me
Fritz.
because this is so accurate and so good. So what we have here is just a lousy, tired-looking human being, a little vampire-ish, pale, holding a bass guitar.
You can smell. He smells of smoke.
Yeah, you can smell the picture of him.
And a little bit of liquor.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's got a sign duct taped to his chest that says "Free Bassist." It's perfect. It's so accurate. The guy looks like he does not care about a thing. Yeah, I love this meme, man. Great meme. Thank you. I love it. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It's perfect.
All right.
It's so perfect. Let's do our shout outs real quick. I have got to make a huge shout out. It is me and my wife's 10th anniversary this Friday. So huge shout out to Catherine. She does not listen to the show at all, but
she did make an appearance in the green room today, though.
Yeah. She showed up in the green room, but I love her to death, and we're celebrating 10 years married. So super excited about that
Well,
this Friday.
congratulations.
Thanks, man. A decade.
A decade.
Yep. And we also got to shout out the eating chambers.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep. Shout out to Chef Drew. He's got his YouTube channel, The Eating Chambers. Go check him out. A simple search on YouTube for The Eating Chambers will bring you right to his page. Puts up all kinds of cool videos. I've been on one of them. And he wants to have me back on soon. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody check it out.
I guess I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah. Do it, man. Thanks a lot, everybody, for listening. We appreciate you bearing through the vacation episode. And then this is episode 139 in the books.
He hasn't had me on.
What? Come talk. Yeah, I guess I'm easy because I'm right next door, you know.
I mean, you know, y'all got the whole cul-de-sac thing going on.
Yeah. I wouldn't take it personally.
Well, that's a show, y'all.
Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Bye.